should I have a guest onboarding form for my podcast? This is a super common question that I get these days. A lot of podcasters are wondering, should I have this form that I send to people wanting to be a guest on my podcast, or that I'm contacting them wanting to have them on my show? Should I send them this form so they can send me all the details, yes or no? Hey, my name is Alex Sanfilippo, and I'm excited to share this because, again, it's come up a lot, and I have a pretty pointed opinion on this. To quickly just answer the question out of the gate, should you have a guest onboarding form for your podcast? My answer is no, with some exceptions, and I'll get into those. But the answer is ultimately no. Now, I'll explain my reasoning because a lot of people immediately are like, what are you talking about? I know that many podcasting gurus and experts and productivity people are like, yeah, you need the onboarding form. But at the end of the day, I can guarantee you one thing. You are copy-pasting that information from somewhere. You're copy-pasting that information from somewhere. So whether it's on their website or on your form, you're copy-pasting it from somewhere. Now, there's a disconnect, right? If it was on a form, it's all in one place. If it's on their website, it's probably all scattered all over the place, right? So I understand from that perspective. And listen, if a guest doesn't have a true media one sheet, not a PDF, a digital media one sheet that you can just copy-paste all the information from, they've already done all the work with, then by all means, that's the exception. Have an onboarding form in that case. But if they've already got something like, example, a PodMatch profile, then just copy paste it from there instead of your form. You're asking the same stuff anyway. You might be like, well, Alex, I need a lot of different things. Yes, I know, but specifically a PodMatch profile, and there's other things like it, but it has everything. It's already got their photos, it's got their name, it's got their title, it's got their description, it's got their how they like to be introduced, it's got their call to action, all their links, ideas for topic, questions ready to answer. I promise it has everything that you're going to ask if you're even building out like what I consider an okay onboarding form. Not that there's any good ones, right? Here's the thing. I mean all due respect, I don't fill out onboarding forms. When someone says, hey, I'd love to have you on my show, or I reach out to them, they're like, cool, can you fill out this form? My answer is no, I can't. But you can go here. I give them my PodMatch profile guest link, and I say, here, I've got all my information already done. Everything that you're going to ask me on whatever that form says, I'm not going to click it, but whatever it says, I promise you it's all right here already. Just grab it yourself because you're copy pasting from somewhere. Now, I say it a lot nicer than that. And to date, I've never had anyone be like, well, then you can't be a guest. Everyone's like, yeah, cool, no worries, no problem. The thing is, these onboarding forms, the reason I'm really against them is they're honestly annoying. You're already copy pasting from somewhere. And let's just play a little game here. Let's imagine you're having your ideal celebrity that you'd love to meet on your podcast or somebody like that, right? We'll use Oprah as an example today. If Oprah agrees to come on your podcast, your next thing is not, great, Oprah, can't wait. Can you fill out this onboarding form? You would never do that. Nobody would do that. Also, Oprah would be like, hey, good luck with your podcast. Do not reach out to me or my team ever again, right? Like that's exactly what would happen, and rightfully so. But we treat everyone else differently because it's not Oprah, right? But the reality is, you're building a bad connection with somebody from day one. If you're like, hey, you've already done all the work, but do more for me. Here, do more for me. Just copy paste it for me, and then I'll copy paste it myself later, right? Like you're building this weird disconnect. And we're finding more and more, like by looking at the data, guests are getting fatigued by like, yeah, I know, stupid onboarding form. Here we go. You need my name, right? Of course, because you don't know my name. Oh, you need my photo, even though I got them all right here, right? Like all this stuff, right? And it's frustrating. It builds that bad connection. So when you get to the interview, it's hard to have a really good interview because you've already got this friction that's been developed, like, oh, this host is going to make me work, right? Like when the work doesn't need to be done because it's already been finished. Now, again, the exception here is when they've not done that work, which I always encourage them, like go set up a PodMatch profile or something like it, right? Don't use a PDF, but have a digital media one sheet where I can pull this information myself, and then you don't have to do anything. So my onboarding form asks, do you have a PodMatch profile, yes or no? If yes, skip, just drop me the link to it, done. The onboarding form takes 3 seconds to fill out, right? Copy, paste your link, and you're done. But if they don't, and they haven't done this before, then I'm like, great, I do need this information from you. So again, my answer to should you have a guest onboarding form for your podcast is absolutely not, unless the guest has not already done the work. If they've done the work, honor that and use the work that they've done and just skip the whole onboarding form. So I hope this was helpful for you today. I hope it challenges your thinking because a lot of podcasters, again, feel like they need it, but the reality is you don't. It's all about building a great connection with a podcast guest. And the best way to do that is by removing any friction that's involved. This is a great way to do that. Again, my name is Alex Sanfilippo, and I hope this was super helpful for you today.